Hey there, history enthusiasts! Welcome back to our channel. We're about to embark on a journey through time, unearthing 10 astounding facts from the rich tapestry of history that are guaranteed to leave you spellbound. Don't miss out on future adventures into the past. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. There's a world of wonder waiting for us. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Our first jaw-dropping fact takes us to Australia in 1932, where the pages of history were fluttering with the unexpected the Great Emu War. Picture this, a country declaring war on its own wildlife. The Australian military, armed with machine guns, set out to combat the emus that were wreaking havoc on the country's wheat crops. But here's the kicker. The emus, cunning and quick, proved more than a match for the military. The feathery foes evaded their human adversaries with surprising agility, leading to an unexpected victory. The government's efforts to curtail this winged menace ultimately proved fruitless, and the emus continued their crop-raiding escapades unabated. In the annals of human-animal conflicts, this stands as one of the most unusual and downright hilarious. Can you believe it? Imagine telling your grandkids about the great battle against the feathered invaders. Next up, we're delving into the mysteries of ancient knowledge with the Library of Alexandria. Picture this, a grand building in ancient Egypt where the greatest minds of the time gathered, a repository of wisdom that was the envy of the known world. From Socrates to Archimedes, scholars traveled from far and wide to study the countless scrolls and manuscripts that lined the shelves of this vast library. But this beacon of knowledge was not to last. A series of unfortunate events led to the library's destruction. Fires, wars, and neglect over centuries reduced the world's greatest center of learning to ashes. And with it, an unimaginable wealth of information was lost forever. Imagine the discoveries, the advancements, the leaps in understanding that could have been made if this trove of knowledge had survived. It's a loss that humanity still mourns to this day. Drop a comment with your thoughts below. Now, let's shimmy our way into a bizarre chapter of history, the Dancing Plague of 1518. Picture this. You're in the heart of Strasbourg and people around you are dancing. Not the usual festive frolicking, but a frenzied, unstoppable jig. They're not stopping for food, rest, or even sleep. This dance marathon goes on for days, weeks even, with participants dropping from sheer exhaustion. Some reports even suggest that a few danced themselves to death. This wasn't a jubilant celebration, but a mysterious outbreak that had the town in its relentless grip. What caused this dancing mania? Was it mass hysteria, a medical condition, or perhaps something more supernatural? Even today, the dancing plague remains one of history's most intriguing unsolved mysteries. Just think about it, an entire town taken over by an irresistible urge to dance. It's like a scene straight out of a surreal movie. Hit that like button if you'd love to time travel and witness this peculiar event firsthand. Switching gears, let's talk about a sticky situation in Boston, 1919. It's a day that started like any other, but soon turned into a disaster of epic proportions. A towering tank filled to the brim with molasses, a sweet syrup used in cooking, suddenly burst. In the blink of an eye, a wave of viscous molasses swept through the streets, reaching a speed of 35 miles per hour. Homes and buildings were wrecked, horses were trapped, and people were swept off their feet. The aftermath was just as shocking. 21 people lost their lives and over 100 were injured. The city of Boston was left with a sticky residue that took weeks to clean up. Even years after the incident, locals reported that the city had a distinct molasses aroma. Can you picture it? Dodging a tidal wave of syrup? It's like a history-themed disaster movie. Have you ever heard of the Voynich Manuscript? It's an enigma that continues to baffle historians and cryptographers alike. This mysterious book, dating back to the early 15th century, is filled to the brim with peculiar illustrations of unknown plants, astrological diagrams, and what appears to be women bathing in green liquid. But here's the kicker. The manuscript is written in an unknown script. Yes, you heard that right. A script that, despite numerous attempts, has never been deciphered. It's as if it's penned in a secret language that vanished with its creator. Some scholars believe it's an elaborate hoax, a theory as tantalizing as the manuscript itself, but others are convinced that it holds secrets yet to be uncovered. So what do you think? Is the Voynich Manuscript a clever prank from the past? Or does it contain knowledge that we're yet to understand? Share your theories in the comments, and let's crack this historical code together. Now let's lighten the mood with a quirky historical conflict, the War of the Bucket. In the year 1325, a bucket sparked a conflict that would go down in history as one of the most peculiar wars ever fought. The Italian city-states of Modena and Bologna were the key players in this bucket debacle. The bucket in question was stolen from a well in Bologna by Modenese soldiers, a seemingly insignificant act that nonetheless led to full-scale warfare. The Battle of Zappolino followed, a clash that saw around 2,000 casualties. Despite the high stakes, the war ended as absurdly as it began. The Modenese emerged victorious, and the prized bucket remained in their possession. To this day, the infamous wooden bucket is displayed in Modena's City Museum, a quirky reminder of the time when a simple household item could trigger a war. Who knew a humble bucket could cause such chaos? Fast forward to a more recent historical event, the Great Toilet Paper Shortage of 2020. The year that brought us the global pandemic also delivered a bizarre chapter in consumer behavior. As the virus spread, fear and uncertainty caused many to stockpile everyday essentials, leading to an unprecedented demand for toilet paper. Supermarket shelves were stripped bare as people hoarded rolls, preparing for the unknown. The manufacturers struggled to keep up with the rush, leaving many a bathroom barren across the globe. It was a curious sight indeed to see such frenzy over a humble roll of paper. This shortage was not just a quirky tale of panic buying, but a stark reminder of how rapidly our everyday lives can be disrupted. Offering a lens into human behavior during crisis, it highlighted our instinct for survival, even if it meant fighting in aisles for the last pack of toilet paper. Let me know in the comments if you were part of the toilet paper craze. Let's take a trip to the 50s where our next unusual event unfolded. Picture this. You're in a pub, engaged in a heated debate about the fastest game bird. The arguments are flying, but no one can agree. It was this very scenario that led to the creation of the Guinness World Records. Yes, you heard that right. In 1951, Sir Hugh Beaver, the managing director of the Guinness Brewery, found himself in such a dispute. Frustrated by the lack of information to settle the argument, he came up with an ingenious solution. Why not compile a book of records that could resolve these debates? And so, the Guinness Book of Records was born. It quickly gained popularity, transforming from a solution to pub arguments into a global phenomenon, documenting everything from the extraordinary to the downright bizarre. Who would have thought that a simple bar dispute would lead to the creation of one of the most recognized record-keeping entities in the world? Next time you're in a debate, remember the Guinness World Records and how it all started. Now let's journey back to the year 1815. Picture the tranquil island of Sumbawa in present-day Indonesia. The calm is shattered by the eruption of Mount Tambora, the most powerful volcanic eruption in recorded human history. This wasn't just your average eruption, oh no, Tambora's fury was felt worldwide, leading to what became infamously known as the year without a summer. Imagine a year without a summer. Sounds like a dream for those who despise the scorching heat, right? Well, not quite. This event led to widespread crop failure and a significant drop in temperatures globally, plunging the world into an unexpected cold spell. The skies turned dark, the sun was obscured, and the earth was blanketed by a chilling cold. This catastrophic event serves as a chilling reminder of the immense power nature holds over our lives. From a tranquil island paradise to a global climate catastrophe, the eruption of Mount Tambora truly left its mark on history. As we explore these unusual events, we're reminded of our planet's unpredictability and the unexpected turns history can take. Stay tuned, as our historical journey is not over yet. Our journey continues to the shores of North America. Picture the year 1590, the Roanoke colony, the first English settlement in the New World, located on Roanoke Island, present-day North Carolina. When the colony's governor, John White, returns from England after a 3-year absence, he finds the settlement utterly deserted, not a soul in sight. The colonists, including his own family, vanished into thin air. The only clue left behind? The cryptic word Croatoan carved onto a tree. The mystery deepens as Croatoan was the name of a nearby island and a local Native American tribe. Despite numerous theories ranging from violent conflicts with local tribes to integration with Native Americans, the fate of the Roanoke colony remains one of history's most enduring mysteries. Were they wiped out by disease? Did they starve during a harsh winter? Or were they abducted by extraterrestrials? We may never know. But one thing's for sure, the disappearance of the Roanoke colony is a chilling reminder of the challenges faced by the early settlers and the harsh realities of colonial expansion. So, what do you think happened to the lost colonists of Roanoke? Share your theories in the comments below. Now, as we wrap up our historical journey, let's reflect on the strange, the mysterious, and the utterly bizarre events that have shaped our world. And there you have it, folks, 10 incredible history facts that will blow your mind. From emus winning a war, a dancing plague, to a book written in an unknown language, and the great toilet paper frenzy of 2020. History truly is stranger than fiction. We'd love to hear which fact intrigued you the most. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your fellow history enthusiasts. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the past.